Dad right now.
Hi, YouTube.
Dad is the full-time pack guy. The only time he doesn't pack, I packed twice actually, but basically what we're doing right now is we had 2 different cuttings on either side of the middle, and then Dad filled in the middle of the pile there, and then we're just pushing it all onto one, and we're gonna cover it as one, so that way we have extra space in the bunker for next time, and we're just gonna make it all one pile. We're not gonna keep the separate cuttings any different, and that's what's going on there. You enjoy pushing feed?
Yes.
So what's your favorite part about it?
The smell of it.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. What's better, corn silage or haylage?
Haylage smells better.
That's what I feel like. But what's more fun?
Probably corn silage because it's near the end of the year.
Okay. Well, I like corn silage better because then we get to work together on the pile.
Yeah, there you go. That's
But yeah, so we have a grouser blade on the front here. Well, the one really nice touch about the grouser blade is they put a little emblem on it, and whatever your farm name is, they'll put on it. So 5-Star Dairy, you'll see on the front of ours here, and that's a really nice touch. These grouser blades go 6 different ways. So they tilt side to side, they go up and down, and then they rotate either way as well. So they're pretty versatile and pretty awesome. And you know, this tractor, it's not new by any means, but it definitely works really well for us. So Dad, question I often get asked on my TikTok is why we went with Challenger. So maybe you should answer that, because I really wasn't back.
Why'd we go with Challengers? Probably the salesman. He kept coming around. We bought skid steers from him, and when we decided to start tanking manure, we asked him to get us prices on tractors that would pull a 9,500 gallon tanker. And he came to us, and we priced out some other name brands, and Challenger was the cheapest, and that's what we went with.
Also, now to find out though, AGCO builds the best tanking tractors, in our opinion. You never have to white knuckle going down the road. You know, as in saying, I'm saying that they pull really nice, and as long as you have the right tires on, they pull like a dream, and you can hardly tell the tank is back there, especially with the bigger ones. With our smaller ones, you can tell it's back there just because they don't quite have the horsepower that you should probably run for a 9500, but we work with them. You know, we all grew up. I'll never forget the first time Dad made me merge hay. He's like, "Hey, you're gonna learn how to merge hay." He took me around the field once, and then he said, "Okay, you got it." You remember that or no?
No.
It was over on the little field over there, Sean's 20. But so that's how I learned, and same way with tanking. We learned at a very young age. Dad, when did you first start driving a tractor?
Oh, very young.
8, 7?
Yeah, probably. I ranked my first experience of running tractor, and you raked at about 3 miles per hour.
So what did you run? I mean, it was cabless, right?
Yeah, probably an 800 Case-O-Matic.
I don't even know what that is.
It's an open station case tractor, yellow and orange.
Yellow and orange is a case?
Yep.
Oh, that's different. Huh. But, so, that's pretty cool. I didn't even know that. So, Dad, you get a farm with your 5 boys.
Yep.
It's a blessing, you always say.
Very enjoyable.
Very enjoyable. Would you start a farm again and do it all over again if you had to, knowing that it was going to take, well, how many years did you farm? Did you and Mom just basically farm with just hired help? And I mean, we helped out, but we weren't doing much then.
You know, it was probably 15 years.
So would you do it again for 15 years?
Well, if I knew that the end result was going to be the same, yes.
Right, because I mean, you didn't know that we were all going to come back, you hope, but
yeah. Yes, I would do it again.
There you go. It's a lot of work. Mom and Dad went through a lot of tough times, and they just kept pushing through, and it's pretty cool. It's a good, cool experience. We're heading in the right direction, a lot of ways, and it's a lot of fun. chopper operator, Cody.
Right.
Cody is my next oldest brother. So, how old are you?
24. Gonna be 25 in December.
Yeah, so he's like a year and a half older than me. And Cody and I used to play sports together. And now
Yeah, for the last year. High school.
well, the 2 last years.
Yeah.
My freshman and sophomore year.
Yeah,
But
was our last year.
right. But Cody and I have always been pretty close together as far as being friends go. Cody, you like chopping?
Yeah. Especially when it runs right.
Yeah, no kidding. So what are the main problems you have with the big Crown X1100?
Right now, metal detection, and then the rock protect sensor. But if I put electrical grease in by the rock detect sensor, it works better. But you can't put too much grease in by it, or else it won't work right.
Okay. And so what's your favorite part about the big X1100?
The power.
The power?
It's got a lot of power.
Yeah, it can handle quite a bit of feed when it's all working right, can it?
Yeah.
And so a decent cutting of alfalfa, how fast do you chop at?
Like first cut, probably like 7.
Oh wow, so that's pretty fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a lot of feed. For those of you that don't know, our first cut is always the biggest cut. It's the lowest protein, but it's always the best yielding one.
Yeah.
And then I guess for corn, how fast do you go for corn? People like to know that.
Like 3 to 4, somewhere in there usually.
That's 12 rows on 30-inch spacing, so
Yeah.
you're getting a lot of tons at once though.
Yeah.
Even though you're only going 3 or 4 mile an hour. And so in shorter stuff, how fast can you push the chopper? Like what's its limits?
In corn, you mean?
In corn.
I don't really know. I mean, most of our corn's been at least decent.
Right.
So I would say probably the fastest I've chopped corn was like maybe 5.
5. Okay.
Yeah, that kernel processor has a lot of work to do though, so
Yes.
you can't go too fast.
Yeah, plus we don't like to push the chopper if we don't
No.
have to. I mean, as long as you're keeping a steady flow of trucks and tractors and trailers moving in and out, it's not a big deal. We do hire in some trucks. We have a Meyer wagon, and that hauls about like what, 19 ton of corn silage?
Yeah, it's like 20.
20 ton of corn silage, and then the Smith wagon is about 36 ton of corn silage. It's rated at they call it a 40 ton wagon, but really it's unless you're chopping wet feed, it's only going to be
Yeah,
36.
if you're chopping good moisture, it's about 36.
Yeah, but if you're chopping wet, you can hit 40.
Oh yeah.
Here we got the Meyer box. Andrew's driving that one. Andrew is the second oldest brother in the family, and he doesn't get to run a lot of this wagon. He's the one who operates the Smith wagon, so it's a lot smaller for him, a lot easier to run. That's the nice thing about these small white Meyer boxes. We can stick anybody in them, you know. So that's the nice thing about that. You don't have to have a special operator to run that. But Cody is, the Haybine seemed to do a good job, and the merger did a good job. These are pretty nice windrows.
Yeah.
For how much feed is there?
Yeah, and I said like first cut you drive 7, but that's if you have nice even windrows and everything.
Right.
You get clumps and stuff, you gotta slow down.
Yeah, that's right. There's that metal detector again.
No, that was actually rock detect.
Rock detect?
Yeah.
So do you think you got a rock?
No.
So it's just
With
that
the
sensor.
feed, yeah, I don't know. This is a little bit grassier stuff too.
Yeah, so it feeds it, so it rolls. So
Yeah.
what it's doing is it's rolling, and then all of a sudden it'll all clump in and just hit that head at the same time, and it'll just go through.
Yeah.
So basically,
Honestly, I mean, I don't know all the settings for sure. Like, I don't know if I have them 100% right. So,
right, and maybe we don't. Maybe that's something we need to look at.
yeah. Like, you can speed your feet rolls up and stuff. So, I don't know if I have like one of those wrong.
Right. So a lot of people that watch our videos don't know we only bought this chopper, what, 3 years ago?
3 years ago. Yeah.
So before that, we used to hire in choppers all the time. We had 2 different crews for the past, I don't know, maybe 6-7 years before we bought our own.
Yeah. Yeah. That's it.
wait for people to come and do the job, which wasn't their fault. You know, they've got other work to do, but when we're ready to go now, we can just chop. So that's huge. So in the past 3 years, we bought two big 4-wheel drives and the big Krone X, and then we bought a butterfly mower, and a continuous merger. So we traded off a bunch of equipment, bought some new stuff, and now we get our work done on time. And to us, that's huge. That's where the money is getting your work done on time, isn't it, Cody?
Good moisture, yeah.
Good moisture, putting up good quality feed. I wanted to show you guys this. I have my drone up in the air right now, and it's following me merging. It's driving parallel to me. I'm going to try and show you guys here. You guys are going to see it on this, but I want to show you like right there. It's actually following me right now. Like I said, it's parallel. So it's pretty cool. I don't even have to touch it. I just mark my tractor that's where I want it, and then that's where it puts it. So it's pretty cool. I've got 100 acres done already of merging, and they actually have not even started chopping. So they told me that they wanted me to stop for now. So after this field, I'm gonna stop, and hopefully they can get the cutter back going, because we're having some problems with that. So hopefully we're able to get that done, and hopefully everything keeps going well for us. It's a pretty nice crop for 4th cutting. We're very blessed. God blessed us with rain. We fertilized it very well last cutting, so we're very lucky that we were able to get all that done. That was really nice. And I had some time to take some drone footage of the merger, so that was pretty cool. I think you guys will really like that. There's a follow me function, so I don't even have to steer this thing sometimes. Sometimes it just steers itself. So like you can highlight your object, which was my tractor in the merger, and basically what that did was made it so that it would trace it no matter where it went. So it followed me around the field for a bit, and so I was able to get some cool video doing that while merging at a good speed, and you guys will really like that, I think. Basically, for you people that don't understand merging hay, what are we doing here? So we cut it all down, right? So this is going to be cow feed. We cut it all down, and then they end up in lines, and these lines need to be moved to bigger lines. So that way the chopper, which uses a lot of diesel and it takes a long time, it's got a very narrow head, we can go around with that and just take the big lines. So you'll notice how the merger's wide, and that makes it so that you can cover more area at once using less diesel and wasting less time. That's what our goal is here. We want to make sure we're being as efficient as we can, and that's why we are using this merger to go in front of the chopper, so then the chopper does not have to travel around the entire field, because that would take forever. Well, Jordan, after, what was it, 3 hours, 4 hours?
About 3 hours. Three and a half, somewhere around there.
Yeah, we got it hooked up now. So I guess we'll see how it works.